What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Mornings with Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist. Today, we're talking about the myth, M-Y-T-H, of closure from a narcissist or a toxic relationship. Because I hear this word, y'all. That is, I gotta tell you, C-L-O-S-U-R-E. That 7-letter word is probably one of the main words I hear when I'm talking to people in my support group, the mental healers. Y'all need to check out joining that. Or just overall in general, I hear closure. Hey, Lee, I need closure. I'm looking for closure. I want this person to give me closure. Close this, close that. I just need closure. I didn't get closure. Y'all, closure from a narcissist, like in the way that you're imagining it, like in a way that you are sitting down at a table, having your favorite meal, looking at each other in the eyes and just talking about the good times and the bad times and where you went wrong, and final goodbye, kiss goodbye, clap cheeks one more time, whatever it is. That's a myth. That's the unicorn of toxicity right there. That's a toxic unicorn. You know, that's a unicorn born in a nuclear power plant and raised in a sludge, in a nuclear waste dump. You see what I'm saying? That unicorn was raised there. That's why it's a unicorn. That's why it's a unicorn. It's a mutation. It started off as a pony, but it was raised in Chernobyl and in a nuclear power plant or nuclear waste grounds, and it grew that horn. That horn is a mutation. That is not normal. Like, it's a myth. Typically narcissists do not provide you the closure that you think that you need to move on from them. Typically, that's not how it goes, y'all. And yes, I'm sitting in my car outside my real estate office. I help people buy and sell houses all through North Carolina. So look, send me a message. Shoot me an email. You're looking to buy or sell a house in North Carolina. But yes, closure is absolutely a myth. It just is, y'all. Like, it's in the way that you're thinking. Like, we're going to meet one more time. No. Narcissists don't want to give you closure, because closure means giving up access. Closure means giving up control. Closure means saying goodbye and this, that. Most narcissists don't want to just release you into the wild, quote unquote, and just allow you to move on and to live the life that you want to live a life that you seek and things like that. How does that benefit the narcissist? Right? Unless they have a new supply and they're moving on and don't want the new supply to know about you, or don't want you to know about the new supply, that would make sense to get you to leave them be, right? That would make sense to get that finality and to get to disappear and whatnot. That would make sense. But most times, even if they have a new supply, it doesn't guarantee that they will leave you alone. I feel like you have to tell yourself the truth. That's the real closure. The real closure, I know people don't want to hear this. The real closure comes from you. I know it sounds boring, Lee. That's so boring. Sometimes healing is boring. When is healing supposed to be fun and mythical? No. Sometimes healing is going to be boring. That's one of the tough parts about it. It's going to be boring sometimes. I'm bored. I'm healing. I'm bored. You see what I'm saying? Toxicity, being in a toxic relationship with a narcissist, kind of keeps you on edge. So you very rarely bored. You're on edge. You're stressed out. You're going back and forth with this person in and outside of their minds. There's a lot of things that go on within this dynamic, within this space. Healing is rarely ever a linear process, y'all. So it's going to be boring. You're going to be bored sometimes. That's going to happen. So I feel like it's best for you to adjust and understand that you're going to be bored sometimes. It's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? It's absolutely going to happen. So you're going to be bored. Like, closure, I'm telling y'all, when you finally get the closure that you're looking for inside of yourself by telling you the truth about who they are, the truth, that's when it becomes, that's when it goes from mythical to reality, to realistic. When you tell yourself the truth about who this toxic narcissistic person is. I was going to say toxic narcissistic bastard, but you don't have to hate them. I know when I start using names and calling them names and stuff like that, it kind of insinuates that you have to hate this person to move on. You absolutely do not have to hate them to move on. You don't have to hate them to choose you. You don't have to hate them to feel like you are the best version of yourself. You don't have to hate them. That's the point I'm trying to convey to you. You don't have to hate them. You just have to love yourself more. You have to choose yourself. You can still care about a person from a distance. Like I tell you, like, you're not going to meet in Paris. Hey, if we break up, meet me in Paris in 2 months for the final closure meeting. You're not going to meet in Paris and ride on horseback and horse and buggy there and see each other one last time and just like do some what's that what's that hound in the movie, the Hound, Lady in the Hound, I forgot what his name, when the dogs are eating the spaghetti and they end up kissing. No, you're not gonna get one last kiss goodbye while slurping a string of spaghetti that you both, off the same plate. That doesn't happen. Accepting this person, which I'm not trying to make it seem like it's an easy thing to do. I'm not trying to make it seem like accepting this person for who they are is an easy task, because it absolutely is not. Because when you accept this person for who they actually are, and you start telling yourself the truth about this person, it's going to suck. It's absolutely going to suck. It's going to hurt your feelings. You're going to feel a certain type of way. You're like, damn, I can't believe I let all this happen. I can't believe I survived this. I can't believe that this was my life for so long. I can't believe that I went through this. It's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. That's why sometimes it's tough. That's why healing is tough. That's why healing takes time. Like, it really, really does. But this is the thing about it. Even when you are bored with healing, even when you feel like you're supposed to be further along than what you are, take your time, slow it down, take a deep breath. It's been 2 months. I'm supposed to be further on my healing journey. No, you're not. You're right where you're supposed to be. You accept that you're right where you're supposed to be. It helps out so much. This feeling right now, even though you might miss them, even though you want this closure, you feel like you need this closure, you're right where you're supposed to be. You are. That acceptance is going to be like I'm sitting in this hot car right now, right? That acceptance is like a cool breeze of air just rushes through here and starts blowing my dreads. Like, it's like a ghost is here. Like, my dreads start blowing in the wind, like, about my dreads are heavy too. They're not gonna blow in the wind. If my dreads are blowing in the wind, it's y'all see, if you live close to me, I live in North Carolina, right? And you see my dreads blowing in the wind, seek cover, because there's a hurricane or tornado close by, because my hair is heavy. But that's the experience that a lot of people would go through right there, y'all. That's what I'm just trying to share to you. Like, healing takes time. Don't hammer yourself. Don't beat yourself over the head because you're not where you're supposed to be. You feel like the last thing I'm missing, Lee, is that closure. Then start looking internally. What does closure look like to you? What does closure mean? What's the definition of closure? Closure is like, this is why I describe it to people when I'm doing my coaching calls on one-on-ones. Mentalhealness.net. This is what I mean by closure. It's like you're writing your own book, right? You're writing a book. It's your book. It's your book. Even though this person, you were in a relationship with this person or whatever it is, your parent, whoever it is, your friend, whoever it is, right? You're writing a book. Yes, they are part of this book. They got a couple of chapters. They got a few chapters in your book, but it's still your book. It's your responsibility to write the last chapter. It's your responsibility to put the period or the exclamation mark or the question mark at the end of the last sentence. It's your responsibility to close the back cover of it up and say the end. That's your responsibility. Yes, they're part of your book, but it's still your book. This is your This is your relationship autobiography. You have to write it. It's self-written. They cannot contribute to it. They cannot write it, because if you give a narcissist a pen and say, hey, look, write your part of the story in here, of course, they're going to write some stuff in there that doesn't make sense, that doesn't line up with your view of things. They're going to paint themselves in the picture and the image of the they are better than what you actually know them to be. That lends to more confusion. They don't have to write anything at the end of your book. It's your book. It's your autobiography. They don't have to write the epilogue, the prologue, the forward, the end word, whatever you call it. The end, E-E-N word, not the N word. They don't have to do that. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? You. Closure is your responsibility. It's your autobiography. Your relationship autobiography. It's self-written. Self-written, self-published. This is Kindle Direct Publishing right here for you. You have to publish it yourself. I'm not telling you to really write some stuff down. Can writing some stuff down help you out? Yeah, writing things down can absolutely help you out. It absolutely can. But like I said, you can write down your relationship autobiography if it actually helps you get the actual feel of closing the book and closing the chapter. You can do that. Write the end of your relationship. Write why it ended. Write why you're better off. Write why you're going to do better. Write why you're going to thrive. Because so many people feel like closure, this myth of closure is going to help them move on. It can when it comes from you. Narcissists don't want to give you closure. If a narcissist is asking you for closure, it's also a myth. If a narcissist, you're going to give me some closure. Can I get one last closure conversation? If a narcissist is asking you for closure, they want to open the relationship back up. They're not looking to close it down. They want to open it back up, y'all. My camera is it's got an overheating symbol on it. So I'm gonna have to log off here really quick in a second, y'all. Anyway, y'all, closure is a myth. Write down your autobiography. And make sure you join the mental illness support group. Like I said, you can find that at courses.mentalhealness.net, or you can just go to mentalhealness.net and scroll down. I really appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the channel, and Mental Illness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.